Hello, today I'm going to be showing you how to complete the application for financial support further education guide for Moulton College. Please complete all relevant sections. If you're unsure, please contact Student Services on 01604 491 131. Please also supply evidence as required and ensure this is enclosed with your completed application. There are a number of sections that will require additional evidence alongside this form. So if we scroll down, firstly, if you could open this form in Adobe Reader. If you don't have Adobe Reader installed, you'll need to download it. Section 1. So you'll need to complete all personal details fully, including the course you're studying and which site you will be attending. So if you've applied for Moulton College, you'll have been issued your student number. So this will be an S number, so it will start S00 and then your number. So in my case, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Your full name, your date of birth, and then your age as of August 2017. So for example, I am 17. Have you been a resident of the UK, EAA or the EU for the last 3 years? I have, so I'm yes. And then your address. So your permanent address is where you live the majority of the time. You then need to provide a term time address. So this is if you live in a different location during term time. I'm not going to, so I'm going to leave that blank. A telephone number. So a contact number, this would be a landline. Your mobile number, if available. Your email address. Your course code, this should be provided when you apply. If you're unsure, please check the college website. And the course full name. If you'd also fill in what site you're studying at. Moulton currently has 4 sites, but I'll be studying at the main Moulton campus. If you're studying at one of the out centres and you're not sure which one, again, please have a look on the college website. There's either Silverstone, Daventry or the East Northampton sites. Is it the first or your second year on this course? It's my first year. And have you been living in the borough of Northampton for the last 5 years? I have, so I'd say yes. Obviously, if you haven't, please choose no. And then finally, do you have a Learning Disability Assessment, LDA, a Statement of Educational Needs, SEN, a 193A Statement of Education or Health of Care Plan, EHCP form? If you do, you just need to choose yes, put in the date that it was completed, and then if you do, you need to send a copy of the document with this form. So section 2, bursary options. These indicate which bursary you require and you can apply for more than one. So for example, I'm 17, so I'd like to apply for the combined 16 to 18 bursary fund. I can't apply for the 19 plus learner support fund or the advanced learn loan. But if I want to live on site, I might apply for the residential bursary. If I'm over 20, I'd look at the Childcare fund. Duty room, so if you're doing commercial experience as part of your course, so this would be animal and equine students only, you might apply for that. And free meals, so there's a few requirements to apply for this one. So you need to either be 19 to 24 and having an EHCP, Education Healthcare Plan, or an LDA, Learning Disability Assessment, or if you're 16 and over, who are from a household in receipt of one of the below outlined benefits. So for example, I'm over 16 and my family receives income support, I can apply for free meals. So section 3, specify financial assistance sought. Tick all the items that financial support is required for. So just as a note here, all full-time students are to pay a campus contribution, and this will be £125 for those attending Moulton site and £75 for those attending the academies. So for example, the first one, if I'm taking transport to the college, so the Moulton buses, this won't cover things such as like the Uno number 19 bus that runs out from Northampton town, but it will cover the college buses. I'd tick that. If I'm looking for a campus contribution, I'd also go for that one. Full-time course fees, so there's a few things here. So if you're age 19 or over on the 1st of September 2017, studying level 1, 2 or entry-level course, your full-time course fees will probably be over £1,600. If you're studying a level 3 course or above, your fees will be higher and you can apply for an advanced learner loan. So if you're 19 to 23, if you see the remission policy on tuition and examination fees. So I can't apply for this one because I'm 17. So college kit or uniform, if you do apply for this and you receive it, you just need to provide receipts in order to claim any monies, but these must be purchased from the college shop. So I'll be needing kit for my animal welfare course, so I'm going to apply for that one. Section 4 looks short, but there is a little information to go with this. So complete this section if you, the student, are in care, a recent care leaver, or are in receipt of the listed benefits and are aged 16 to 19 on the 31st of August 2017. The benefits are income support in your own name, or if you, the student, are receiving disability living allowance, or the new personal independence payments, and employment support allowance in your name. So evidence must be provided and enclosed within this application. So in this section it will ask you which ones you need to provide if you're applying for any of these. So you just need to tick the applicable box. So for example, I'm in care and I've recently left care of the local authority. I'd tick this box and then I just need to provide written confirmation of my care status from my local authority. The next one would be if I, the student, am in receipt of the disability living allowance, or the new personal independence payments and employment support allowance. And again, I'd need to provide an employment support allowance or universal credit letter and a disability living allowance or personal independence payment letter, both dated within the last 3 months, but that's outlined on the form. And then finally, if I, the student, am in receipt of income support in my own name, I provide the income support or universal credit letter, again dated within the last 3 months, and that's outlined clearly on the form. Section 5, so again a little bit to explain here. Only complete this if you, the student, are aged 20 or over with dependents and require assistance with childcare costs. Childcare provider must be Ofsted registered, and supporting evidence along with copies of your child's or children's birth certificates must be enclosed. If you're aged 16 to 19 and require help with childcare costs, please visit the Care to Learn website, which is www.gov.uk/care-to-learn/overview. I'll put this on screen though for easier reading. And download the application. But please note the 16 to 19 Care to Learn applications are not controlled or processed by Moulton College. So, as a 17-year-old, if I require any additional support with the childcare, I'll need to go and download that form. Again, the link is there on the form for you. If I was over 20, I'd probably tick the boxes required here. So you'd say, like, I require help with childcare costs. I've provided a copy of my child's birth certificates, and my childcare provider is Ofsted registered, and I've enclosed the evidence. So you would tick all 3 of these boxes, and then you would fill in these information boxes down here. So you'd put the child's date of birth, you'd tick whether the birth certificate was supplied, and then apply the Ofsted URN number. We'll need all this information to process this. But please note, assistance with childcare costs will only be provided during the timetabled hours of your college course and not during holidays, study days, etc. Section 6, household income. So this section is to be completed by all applicants. You will need to tick whether this statement applies to you, whether you live with your parents, guardians, a partner, or are living independently. Please state what the combined household income is, and we require this as gross, so before tax is deducted, rather than take-home pay. If any or all of these within the household are employed or self-employed, please send a P60 dated April 2017, or, if self-employed, an SA302 tax calculation form for the most recent tax year. We'll be unable to process your application without this information. So for example, as a 17-year-old, I live at home, so I would tick I live with parents and guardians, and then I'd tick whether 1 or 2, then put their names in. So we'll put mum first, followed by her income. Just add a pound sign there to make it completely clear. And then dad, followed by his annual income. Again, you do the same things if you live with your partner, or if independently and are self-supporting, you just need to indicate in this box how you support yourself financially, that's all. So section 7, children in the household. So you need to list all the children in your household and include their date of birth. So this would not just be you, this would be like example if you have any siblings, for example. So I'd put myself. And my date of birth, and then for example, I have a brother. Born on that date. So section 8, this section will require you to tell us of any benefits or additional income you or those previously listed in section 6 are receiving. Please ensure you list all benefits received and enclose with your application evidence of all listed. The evidence must be dated within 2 months of your course start date, and we will require all pages of each document. So again, this will just help us process this. So for example, if you have any members of your family and job seekers, employment support, carers allowance, any of the things listed here, you can tick more than one, but you just need to say which ones are being received. So for example, if child benefits being received for any of the children, you need to say that. And then if there's any that are not covered in those tick sections, if there's any other income, you need to include details and 3 consecutive months bank statements for each working member of the household, and just outline details of that here and then enclose the documents along with this form. So any other income, please tell us of any additional regular income you may receive, for example, regular payments for child support, and if you could enclose 3 consecutive months bank statements to show these additional payments. So section 9, this is the very end of the form, so you just need to read and sign the declaration below. This is your declaration and will require signatures from the student and their parent guardian if they're aged 16 to 18. So I'm 17, so I need my parent, guardians or social worker's signature. So the declaration just outlines, by submitting this form, I am confirming that the following is true, that all the information provided is correct. I understand that the provision of false information for the purposes of attaining funding will result in my application being cancelled. You acknowledge that Moulton College reserves the right to withdraw an award due to fraud behaviour which is not deemed acceptable by college standards, or if the reputation of the college is brought into disrepute. You acknowledge that your attendance will be monitored. Should your attendance drop below 90% or you withdraw from the college, my award may be reviewed or adjusted such that I may be asked to repay any financial support already received, and that you will notify Moulton College immediately of any changes to your circumstances. So as long as all that information above is correct, I'm going to put my signature in. So because this is an electronic form, you just need to sign that. So you'd pop your name in. And then today's date. And then same, you just have to get your parent's name in there. And the form is now filled in. Thank you for watching and have a good day.